So I'm actually only doing this with one hand holding it. I thought that was extremely clever. Only took a couple of minutes. Press one button. Storage, 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 storage. There is more storage in here than you will actually ever need. Hi guys, it's Daniel here from Conqueror 4x4. I'm here with a fabulous UEV-14, and now what we're going to talk about is some bedding and the interior. So we've gotten to camp, as you can tell, we've set the awning up, which is a must, and now what we're going to do before we go inside to finish our bedding, there's a few components we need to do on the outside. Now it's important to touch base on the heritage of the UEV-14, and the original UEV-14 actually folded out to the side so the bed could go out on the side. But in the Australian market and the US market in particular, that's not how we camp. We sort of tend to fold out from the back. So what we've got to do, we've got a few moving components here. It's really simple, but I'm going to show you the steps that you go through when you arrive to camp to set up your rear bed. Okay, so I'm going to start with our water cans. Now let's just touch base with these water cans. These are Australian made ProQuip. They're absolutely fabulous. They're really handy when you go camping. They've got a little nozzle there that you can use for drinking water. And I used these recently myself. When you park the UEV-14 somewhere, you might want to go off for a day trip. You might want to go down to a gorge. You might want to go down to the beach. It's great to take some fresh water with you and the kids can keep hydrated all day long. But what we need to do in this case is we need to fold these out. Everything here comes with a very simple and sizable clip. Everything is secured, because remember, although the Conqueror UEV-14 is extremely luxurious and extremely thoughtful and considerate for those that like to enjoy their camping, it's also very capable. So absolutely everything on this trailer bolts down so you can put it through its paces. Now, all I'm going to do is simply put out the first of the water cans and put my little pin back on that side. And we're going to repeat the same on this side. So here's our second jerry. I'm just going to slide it open, put the locking pin in. Now it's nice and secure. The next thing we've got is we've got the rear tyre. This just folds down. Now we have, it's a little bit hard for you to see, but I'll bring it out and show you. We have a screw pin, which just goes in and secures it, and we have a latch that we undo. We repeat exactly the same step on the other side here. So I don't know if you can see where the handle is there. That's the screw pin. It doesn't need to be on too tight. It's just a safety mechanism to keep everything safe, especially when you're off-road. And we've got a little unlocking pin there. There's a lot of weight here, and just have a look how easy this is for me to do. So I'm actually only doing this with one hand holding it. It comes down, it rests on itself, and there it is. We just put the screw pins right there. Now we need to move the shower. Okay, same thing, little locking pin here, remembering everything's secure. You've got exactly the same pin as the jerry cans, as you can see. The Conqueror shower tent comes just across to the right. Let's lock it in, make sure it doesn't blow around. Locking pin is in. Now we're actually ready to open up the back. Let's unclip the two little locks. We lift this up. The thing I love about this is that most people will leave this clip in that position. Technically, it's meant to be in that position, but have a look at the way we've designed it. Even when it's in that position, it's designed to go through the middle slot. I thought that was extremely clever. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring out side arm number one. I'm going to repeat exactly the same step on this side, side arm number two. And we've got another quick release on both sides. A bit hard to see in there with the lighting, but quick release is now done. And I'm just going to let this come and sit down nicely. Okay, so I've now got my roof, I've got my walls, I've got my base. The final step is just simply lift up the back. Now it's hard to tell on camera always, but I don't have that much strength. I did it rather easily. I'll just keep this one here down. And what we want to do, just get your clip. Clip number one, And yeah, put the pin across the side. This one here, same thing. I'll do the pin across the side. Clip number 2. I do like to pop these back in just so they're there and released. And now we've actually set up the back. That only took a couple of minutes, 0 effort, nice and easy. It's just a set of steps. Once you get used to those steps, you'll follow it pretty easy. Now as we're walking around here, if you haven't seen how easy one of these batwing awnings is to set up, check out our video on it because we've gone through it in depth. But if this is not the biggest awning on the market, I'll be extremely surprised. We've had functions, events, friends, everyone will gather under your batwing awning when you're out camping, especially with the magic lighting that's in it. Okay. Now we've done the back, we want to head on inside. Come and check this out. As we go inside though, these reflective strips, they're fantastic. It's a real Conqueror signature as well. But again, for those that camp off the grid, there's nothing better than having some safe reflective strips on the side. Now this is our first hybrid camper. So we have a full-size door ready to rock and roll. Now this door also has a separate wire door as well. So if you're going somewhere to camp, you can simply click, attach the main door to the unit. Now you've got a nice fly screen so you can let some beautiful fresh air through without having to worry about rolling down any form of midgie nets. If I open this up, you want to see a cool feature? Now we want to get into the trailer. Press one button, I'm greeted by a Conqueror sign and my step comes down. Now, if that's not the coolest step to get into your trailer, I don't know what is. So when you open your door, you've got 3 manual switches, which we'll show you in the video, but there's one is for the handle, so this lights up. Really good feature, especially when it's dark at night time. One is for your step, and one was for your awning lights. Everything else is in the digital Red Vision Red Arc battery management system, which come inside and I'll show you how that works. Okay, so now we've come inside the trailer. I'm just going to turn my lights on. I'm also, and I'll show you how this works, I'm going to give access to my interior roof lights. And I think it's time we put a bit of music on. The music's a great sound system. It's a fusion system. There's speakers both inside and outside. You can Bluetooth connect to it. It's a really great system. Just below that, you have your truma. So this is for your heating, and there's the 3 toggle switches that I spoke about quickly on the outside. The other thing that's important to note too, the attention to detail is fantastic. You can see here you've got a fire extinguisher. What I do love about this is recessed into the cupboard. If you look at our video on storage, you have more storage here than you will ever use. So sacrificing a little bit of internal cupboard space to have that recessed away is absolutely fabulous. Now, come on inside, let's get the roof up. Okay, now we've got some lights on, we've got our door open and our step out. It's time for us to open up the roof. A couple of things to consider. One is as you can see, I'm standing up in here at the moment. So if we were going somewhere and it was long distance and we were just pulling over for the night, I can have a pre-made bed here, ready to go. I don't need to fold out the rear bed and I can just come inside, I can use the toilet, I can use everything without putting the roof up. That's an important thing to know. But for this example, let's put the roof up. Now the roof is simple. There's only a couple of clips on the outside, which we've undone. And now all we simply do is push it up. It's important to note, I'm 5'7", I'm not a big person, I'm certainly not strong, I could lift it up quite easily. And on the second side, there's a handle, and the handle's super easy. Have a look at this. Here's the handle, and all I'm gonna do here, push it up. Now we are open and ready for business. So, if we look at the rear bed, let's have a look at how this is set up. Okay, so with the rear bed, first of all, it's enormous. Have a look at the width. It's the full width of the trailer. All you simply need to do is push forward one of the cushions, straight down, push it in so there's no lines in between where you are. And here you have it. Here's your bed. All you simply need to do now, you can put a down sheet down if you like, doona, couple of pillows, remembering doonas and pillows come with the Conqueror trailer, and you're ready for a snooze. I'll talk about a few features in here. One, just the size. I just can't keep talking about it. But if I'm laying here right now, mate, I could have 2 people next to me. The size is absolutely enormous. So here's access to the pantry. You also have additional storage above there. So if you look at that, that's a storage container, that's access to pantry. So these three are pantry, this one's storage. Let's talk about storage. Storage, 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 storage. There is more storage in here than you will actually ever need. They're high quality zips, as you can see, and it's a leatherette finish as well. So it's a very soft finish and won't mark easily. So you can see the amount of storage and access here is absolutely fantastic. But let's keep going. Storage, 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 storage. Have our own little reading light, of course. And when you are down here, everything's lined. So it's actually going to keep you quite warm at night time. But also, if you do get up with a startle and bump your head, it'll be a little bit more forgiving. And you have some heating outlets and charging points as well. So on a cold night, you can put on your gas heater. It'll flow out of here. You can charge your phones there nice and easily. What I tend to do is I tend to put a phone in there, put my cords up to there, off you go. But these are really deep. And I don't know anybody who's been able to fill the storage inside of here. With the rear, I will show you. So with the blinds, as you can see here, you can actually get a full blackout, or interestingly enough, you can have just your midgie nets exposed as well, and you can open the window for some nice draft. For the minute, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close those because, you know, we're going to pretend it's bedtime. And look at this on the side here. Funny enough, more storage. Magazines, books, toiletries, whatever you like. This is really, really good storage. And of course, everything locks because it's an off-road trailer, and you have your own interior light here too. It's important to talk to this screen. It's a digital screen with a HDMI point. If you wanted to watch a movie, plug it in. If you want to watch Netflix or something, you can plug in an Apple TV and off you go. So that screen's there ready for you to use. So as I get out of the bed, what you'll see here, funny you say, more storage, and you have an internal fridge. Now this is a great size fridge, really good for cold drinks, water, anything like that that you might need during the night. You can turn it off if you don't want it on as well. If you're somewhere that you're a little bit worried about draining power, or you simply don't need it, you can use your outside one, or turn your outside one off and leave this one on. So that's nice and easy. One thing I'd like to mention too, it was really important when we were designing the 14 that we also maintain that Conqueror look and feel inside the trailer. Even though this is a hybrid, very luxurious and very comfortable trailer, we've maintained the silver, sharp edge finishes to really keep it on the Conqueror theme. Now here, of course, you've got your bathroom. So let's open this up and let's have a little look inside. You have a toilet. This trailer has an 80-litre grey water tank, so you will never need that much water in my opinion. So there's plenty of water here to use the flush as you see fit. You can see size-wise, there's plenty of size. For me to touch the roof, I barely touch it. But a great feature is this fan. This fan actually works. The hot water gets really hot in this trailer, which means you can wind this, turn the fan on, and I'm telling you now, all the actual steam will go out the roof. And another cool feature is the roof lights are touch. So all you gotta do is touch it. Now you've got a bit of light in here. This is more important at night time. So if you're walking up and you want to go to the toilet and it's dark outside, you can close this, zip it, you've got your privacy, you simply press your button and there's your toilet. So you don't have to go finding switches. There is a shower here, of course, and it's a really great little unit outside of the way with some more storage. Did I mention more storage for toiletries? So I might just leave that light on for the minute and I'll close this. And let's have a look. I'll give this a zip up here and you can see that gives you your light inside. Now, if we move over to this side of the camper trailer, now what we have, surprise, surprise, more storage, two big drawers there that you can fill up. And this is a very large bed. This bed, you can actually keep this fully made all of the time, 2 pillows, couple of doonas, and the one thing that might be hard to pick up on the video, which is a really nice feature, is the soft lighting that's all around this trailer. It goes all around the sides, all around the edges, and at night time it is absolutely stunning. Now, there are roof lights above me, same as the toilet. You press the button and off they go. So hard to see where you are on camera, but every other feature the main bed had is continued here, but we have another bed. And there's another bed right there, including a strap to make sure that somebody doesn't fall out of that bed. Now, that would fit an adult comfortably up there. It is a single bed, but you can fit an adult there, no problems at all. And here's a ladder. The ladder simply connects and clips in, off you go, straight up into bed. You can either take the ladder off and re-clip it on or leave it on there, it doesn't really matter. Just remember, the capability of this trailer means that everything must be secured. So if you're going over some really rocky roads or something like that, you need to be able to have everything rattle-free and secure, which is why that ladder's there. There's another light up here, and as you can see, it's a touchscreen. There's one on the other side as well. So whoever is sleeping up here, I'm telling you now, they have not got the short end of the stick. They're going to be very, very, very comfortable. For this video though, we don't have anyone up there. So all we simply do is pop it up and off we go. Little fun fact, whether we should or we shouldn't, I don't know. But this material here is exactly the same as a whiteboard. So a couple of times on some rainy days as well, we've given the kids some whiteboard markers and they've had all sorts of fun on there. It does clean off, but it's just an FYI. Final point inside, more storage. More storage. We have 3 full drawers and a little cabinet here right next to your window. I don't know a trailer that has more storage than the Conqueror UEV-14. I wish you could be here inside with me. It feels really comfortable, it feels warm, and it's somewhere that I'm guaranteeing you will absolutely enjoy after you've had a great experience in the kitchen, the dining, and the awning. So thanks for checking out inside. Thanks for checking out the bedding. Hope it made a bit of sense, and hope to see you out in the trails. Thanks.